لبيك 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 يا الله لبيك يا وهاب يا تواب يا كريم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. In the last session, we listened to Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam telling us about the dreadful time, the difficult time, the problematic time where a person is going to depart from this temporal life, from this limited life to the eternal. That is the time of death. Asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send His mercy upon us at that time. In different situations, when our relatives are taking part in the funeral, when they are attending the memorial, when they are washing the body. And, oh Allah, send your mercy upon me when I am buried and left alone in that new dwelling and house. Oh Allah, if you cut me off, if you tell me off, if you deprive me from your bounties and your grace, tell me, who else possibly can I beg and refer to? Is there anybody else? The answer is obviously no. إلهي حقق رجائي وآمن خوفي. O Allah, fulfill my wishes. Grant me what I asked you, and give me tranquility and guarantee that I do not fear of anything or worry about. فإن كثرة ذنوبي لا أرجو فيها إلا عفوك. My sins are many, and I do not expect anyone to pardon me and forgive me other than you. Sayyidi, my master. أنا أسألك ما لا أستحق. I ask you what I don't deserve. وأنت أهل التقوى وأهل المغفرة. You are in charge of piety, righteousness, and forgiveness. فاغفر لي. Oh Allah, please forgive me. وألبسني من نظرك ثوبا يغطي علي التبعات. Oh Allah, cover me and clothe me with a garment that becomes like a shield against all the consequences which are unwanted and one runs away from. وتغفرها لي ولا أطالب بها. Please give me the remedy, the tranquility, the safety, the security that I will not be held accountable any longer. إنك ذو من قديم وصفح جسيم وتجاوز كريم. O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are the Lord of forgiveness. You are the one who ignore my faults and shortcomings. Ilahi, O my Lord, أنت الذي تفيض سيبك على من لا يسألك. Here is very, very nice phrase and doctrine which normally during the month of Ramadan we repeat that in Du'a Abu Hamza, and during the month of Rajab we repeat that after each salat, in the taqibat after each salat. When we say يا من أرجوه لكل خير وآمن سخطه عند كل شر، يا من يعطي الكثير بالقليل، يا من يعطي من سأله، يا من يعطي من لم يسأله ومن لم يعرفه. O Allah, you are the one who gives those who ask him and gives those who don't ask him. And here is very, very nice attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and all Allah's attributes are nice and beautiful. But we normally wait until somebody asks us to do them a favor. We normally try to wait, or even we don't know, we don't bother. But when somebody comes to us and begs us and checks, then we consider it, either consider or not. But about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no, this situation is different. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives those who ask and those who do not ask. O Allah, أنت الذي تفيض سيبك على من لا يسألك وعلى الجاحدين بربوبيتك. Allah is not only the creator of the believers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator of the believers and the unbelievers, the disbelievers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Lord of the atheists. So even those who deny the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't bother with that. He continues to provide them. وعلى الجاحدين بربوبيتك. Hence, فكيف سيدي بمن سألك وأيقن أن الخلق لك والأمر إليك. So if this is the way that you deal with those who don't recognize you, don't admit being your servant, what about those who have full faith in you and consider you that the only Lord to be worshipped? Sayyidi, O my master, عبدك ببابك. Your slave is standing by your door. أقامته الخصاصة بين يديك. The need, desperation made him stay and beg. يقرع باب إحسانك. He is knocking at your door. You are the kind. You are the generous. You are the giving. You are the giver. You are the source of every goodness. And this slave, this servant is standing by the door, knocking at the door. يقرع باب إحسانك بدعائه فلا تعرض بوجهك الكريم عني. Don't turn your face away from me. واقبل مني. Please accept whatever I say. Accept whatever I pronounce and declare. فقد دعوتك بهذا الدعاء وأنا أرجو ألا تردني. I make this supplication, I make this prayer and this dua, I make this communication with you, O Lord, whilst I hope that you do not reject me. You do not tell me off. معرفة مني برأفتك ورحمتك, because I'm fully aware of your mercy and your greatness. إلهي أنت الذي لا يحفيك سائل ولا ينقصك نائل. أنت كما تقول وفوق ما نقول. Another lesson of theology, another lesson of Tawheed, we find it in this very, very short phrase. Anta, O Allah, you are as you describe yourself, وفوق ما نقول, and above what we say. Why? Because we are limited. We are limited by the time, by the space, by the measure. We are restricted and present within our imaginations. So how can a limited person grasps and understands and encompasses the unlimited? It is impossible. So, O Allah, whatever people say, whether that person is Plato or Aristotle, is Avicenna or is Averroes, he is Farabi or somebody else, these are the words of human beings. You are high above those. Subhanaka, you are higher. You are greater than all the imaginations and declarations. O Allah, أنت كما تقول, you are as you describe yourself, وفوق ما نقول, and above what we say. اللهم إني أسألك, O Allah, I ask you, صبرا جميلا, a nice and complete patience, وفرجا قريبا, very close remedy and salvation, وقولا صادقا, and truthful word, وأجرا عظيما, and great reward. أسألك يا رب من الخير كله. O Allah, I ask you from the goodness, all of it, the whole of it. ما علمت منه وما لم أعلم. Those are those which I knew and those which I did not know about them. اللهم إني أسألك من خير ما سألك منه عبادك الصالحون. O Lord, there are many great people who worked very, very hard in the path of obedience. The righteous one, as-salihun, these people ask you. So I am joining them. من خير ما سألك منه عبادك الصالحون. يا خير من سئل وأجود من أعطى. The best to be asked and the most generous to give. أعطني سؤلي, fulfill my wishes. Not only about myself, about my parents, about my children, about my neighbors, about my relatives, about whomsoever, any person who I am concerned about. So this is again leaving the individualism and being prepared to think of others and be caring about others, looking for their wishes and their problems too. أعطني سؤلي في نفسي وأهلي ووالدي وولدي, my parents, my children, وأهل حزانتي وإخواني, my brethren, فيك, وأرغد عيشي وأظهر مروتي. O Allah, don't make my life full of suffering. وأظهر مروتي, make me able to show and prove my manhood, a person who can challenge all the evil desires and ill desires. وأصلح جميع أحوالي, purify my soul. واجعلني ممن أطلت عمره, give me the long life in order to do good deeds. وأتممت عليه نعمتك ورضيت عنه, you are the one who is pleased about what I do. This is my wish. This is my wish, that make me amongst those who are covered with your pleasure. إنك تفعل ما تشاء ولا تفعل ما يشاء غيرك. You do whatever you will, and nobody else does whatever they will. اللهم خصني بخاصة ذكرك ولا تجعل شيئا مما أتقرب به في آناء الليل وأطراف النهار رياء ولا سمعة. Another negative point in our lives, in human beings' lives, is they love to be praised and admired. Sometimes they do it just for show off. They try to pretend doing things whilst in their hearts they don't really want it. Or the only thing for them, the only reward for them is that people greet them, write about them articles in the newspapers, and they feel happy about it, that everybody recognizes their dignity and generosity, for example. So here Imam Zayn al-Abidin alayhi salam asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that do not make any of my acts of worship, charity work, any assistance I give for others, don't make them as part of show-off or only vanity, something which is not approved by Allah. وَاجْعَلْنِي لَكَ مِنَ الْخَاشِعِينَ, make me amongst those who fear you really and truly. Allahumma a'tini as-sa'ata fi rizq. O Allah, give me the abundance in provision. Wal-amna fil watan, security in my home where I stay, or my hometown. وقرة العين في الأهل والمال والولد, and make me pleased about my family, about my children, that their behavior, their conduct, their discipline, the way they treat others be a matter of pride, a matter of goodness, and not a matter of shame. والمقام في نعمك عندي, and O Allah, give me that situation that I am covered with your bounty all the time. والصحة في الجسم, a healthy body. والقوة في البدن, strength in my muscles and limbs. والسلامة في الدين, and protection in my religion and faith. واستعملني بطاعتك وطاعة رسولك. O Allah, use me only in the path of obedience to you and to your messenger, the seal of the messengers, the chosen one, Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Abadan mastamartani, as long as I live. واجعلني من أوفر عبادك عندك نصيبا. O Allah, make my share in every goodness, make my share in every goodness much more compared to others, especially about what you send down in the holy month of Ramadan, and especially in the night of Qadr. Whatever you give and provide, especially in this particular night, the night of Qadr, which will be written and specified for the whole coming year. Oh Allah, make my share the best. And inshallah, in the next session, we will follow the same theme and try to elaborate on it. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
لبيك 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 يا